Hey everybody, my name is Flubbershare and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa Tracker Happy Havoc. In the last episode, we have finished our investigation of a unknown dead body, who I am currently theorizing that it's what's her face, the new kid. I don't know. I'm bad with names, let alone Japanese names. We've learned some interesting things about like a mercenary group, just things in general. Oh god, it's empty. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? My code is ranked high enough for you guys to go off together, just like the two of you? What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. Like, this is almost like a stage play, like Monokuma is supposed to end, but like, yep, any moment now. Come on, hurry up. Yep, just any moment. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why isn't Monokuma shown up
Could
yet?
it be?
Maybe he died again. What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or... Oh what?
What?
Jesus! Did I scare
Come
you?
on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
In
Huh?
other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here. Now can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If he agrees a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look. I'm here, and no rules been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive! No! That's a ghost! Stop talking. If you wanna fight, do it in the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being
is
late?
that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right. There's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, also your box under the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed back to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die? Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps. But that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, now I gotta deal with a ghost. Hiro, I love you, but just stay quiet for now. I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long. I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used a key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you?
Correct.
So... I went to investigate the second floor dorms of the room.
That's right.
Second floor? There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So,
Well, right after I stabbed her to death. Just now. I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go at trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were
However-
late. I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to? Actually, to be precise,
in
not
other
quite.
words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
Just a second.
Hey, what are you doing? Hurry up if I got in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all these if we get to the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
Seem
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. This class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. Oh jeez, yeah, that's quite. Wow, oh, holy crap, okay. I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since you got together like this. The time for pointers, jokes and jabs has passed.
Chills, kills.
Let's get on with the show. And so, the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly enchantment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly class trial, yes, yes, yes. Alright, let's save. Haven't really saved much this chapter, but honestly this feels very short. Alright, skills, we got a new one. Alright, alright. The focus gauge. Right, that's actually pretty good, right? Yeah. We have nothing new. There's a lot of abilities actually, holy crap. And we got like 3 of them. Yeah. Kind of a shame, but I don't know, maybe my whole approach to like making friends with everyone was a bit wrong. Alright, let's begin.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Hero, what?
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
Oh my god. Do we have to argue that Kyoko is still alive?
That's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
What?
Her traits?
Well, one of them is alive, the other isn't.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Oh my god, are we really doing this? Holy Alright, this is like the stupidest argument I've... Oh. Alright, that's just real
Kyoko there is
conversation.
just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
I think this might be it.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing...
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves?
Well, yeah, she must have, because that corpse is absolutely
no.
Kyoko.
This entire discussion is
Alright,
idiotic.
kinda messed up the buttons there.
That Kyoko. Okay, then prove
The
it.
dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing gloves?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Okay, I guess not.
Shoot. That Kyoko there is just a
Then I think it's
ghost.
the fake nails, because why would you wear gloves with fake nails?
Okay, then prove
The
it.
dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing...
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Yeah.
What's wrong? No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
I know lots of women.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
Okay, take that too.
No, it's wrong. There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
Why, Hero? Why?
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Seriously?
Oh
You
no.
really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Alright. Let's see, we need to... Wait, do we not have the file with us? Oh, I guess not then, alright. Ah, here.
I got it! The
It just says it
Fenrir
in the
Mercenary
thing, right?
Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... Alright, the Hangman's Gambit. Shouldn't be too difficult, it's Wolf. Eel. Builder, hey. Oh, hey. Can I get the white letter, please? Finally, Jesus.
Now I understand. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo.
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Oh, hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Well, okay. Kind of ashamed that we never saw something from the 16th student.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No, it means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I actually have no clue who it could be. Like, I'm just silent because of that. Like, they introduced the character, then immediately killed her. But who could have killed her? Prime suspect is Kyoko.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big old brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Well, that would be Makoto and Kyoko.
You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Oh, that makes
Then I
sense.
guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
I got it!
9 o'clock.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Alright, yes, we know. Blah blah blah. Beep beep.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
We can even know it. We can even narrow it
For
down
me,
more, I think.
I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Well, because of the sprinklers. So we have an alibi now. Yes, sprinklers.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
No, that's right, yes.
and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Yep. And Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Alright, I guess I have to hit 7:30 with it.
We've established a time frame for that took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning. Yep.
I just
And
gonna
Makoto doesn't
shoot
have
a
an
few of
alibi
these
for
white
Yeah, from
noises.
10 o'clock to 7:30.
No? Okay.
Shoot!
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock
Just
at night
focus on the body. No.
and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. And Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder.
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be...
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place
Yes.
somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Oh
and
wait.
9 o'clock in the
No,
morning.
no. Oh wait, that's... He's saying it took
Yep.
place, but
And
that's not
Makoto
true.
doesn't have an alibi for most of that.
Yeah, from to 7:30.
That's more than
Right,
enough time.
I got
Commit
it.
murder. So
Oh,
Makoto,
excuse
if
me.
If you have any objections, now would be the time.
we've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock
If
in
I
the
press the
morning.
right buttons, that would be great.
And Makoto
Yeah, from to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder.
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the...
Alright.
We've established a time frame. It took place
Somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
There we go.
No, it's wrong. Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
What? No!
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
No, I'm just denying your entire existence just in general, honestly. Like, I just don't even want to know you exist.
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I guess you didn't see me throwing like the bucket of water over the body because it was knocked out. So that makes sense. Oh god, it's a rhythm game.
I admit nothing. I
Alright,
hate you.
let's see if I remember how to do it.
I don't know anything.
Seems to be going
Hold
alright.
on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate
Yeah, I'm doing
you.
fine.
No, no,
Alright,
no.
just
I
reload a
don't know
bit.
anything.
And do that.
Hold on.
Another one.
Are you
Bullets.
trying to blame me?
Two more showed up. Let's reload
I
again.
admit
Shoot.
nothing. Are you trying to blame
Target.
me?
Target. Two more. Reload a bunch of times. Then target that one.
No, no, no! I
Alright, I
don't
see
know
two.
anything!
Good.
How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
This should prove it.
Here we go. And she shatters in pieces.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac! I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Thanks,
In
Hiro.
which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Well, and I think with creating a perfect alibi for us, I'm going to end this episode. I guess we're now going further with Kyoko. Did she do it? I don't know. She probably has a good reason if she did. But like, we still have to vote for her if it's her, like, which kinda sucks. Or else we all die. But I don't think she's the kind of person that wouldn't. Like, she wants to solve the mystery. Like, why would she put that in danger by killing someone and then being released if she succeeds, like in like the murder scene and stuff? I don't think it's her. The motive doesn't work. Unless it's self-defense. Well, I guess we'll probably figure it out in the next episode. See you guys then. Goodbye.